What's going on, guys? I'm Dan Karpuc, and welcome back to another episode of Trend or Trap, presented by TrendsCenter. It is Monday, March 30th, and we've got a full slate across the MLB, NHL, and NBA tonight. As always, I've pulled 3 data-backed systems or trends from the TrendsCenter app, and the goal, figure out if these are real trends that you should be betting or traps that you should stay far away from. Let's get into it with debate number 1 in Major League Baseball. And let's start in Kansas City with a total that looks a little high based on the data. Per TrendsCenter, Royals home unders against AL Central teams with totals of 7.5 or higher have gone, get this, 29, 6-1. That's nearly 83%, over 22 units of profit since late June of last year. I'm going to go with under 9.5 in Twins Royals in line with this trend. Now let's break this game down. You've got Simeon Woods Richardson going for the Twins. He's solid but not dominant. But Chris Bubic on the other side quietly posted at 2.55 ERA, 2.89 FIP last season. There was a point in time where he was actually leading the entire MLB in ERA. Kauffman Stadium is also a top 10 pitching park. They actually ranked 7th in MLB by park factors last year. Yes, the weather is warming up. It's going to be in the mid 80s, so people are going to see that and say, oh, the over, automatically in this spot. But these offenses have kind of gotten off to some slow starts here. The Royals just scored 0-2 and 4 runs in their opening series against Atlanta. The Twins 1, 4, and 6 runs against Baltimore. Overall, the under is 5-1 in their games involving these two teams to start the season. Obviously, very small sample size, but everything kind of lines up here. Strong system, decent pitching, slow bats. I'm going to go on the under 9.5. I think this is a little bit inflated based on the system and where these teams, what these teams looked like in their opening series. Debate number 2, let's go to the ice. For the NHL, it is the Blues money line at the Sharks, and let's get right into this one here. Per TrendsCenter, Western Conference teams with a win percentage of 33% or higher are 31-2 straight up after the 45th game of the season last year against the Sharks. So that's a ridiculous 94% win rate. Let's talk about the Blues real quickly here. They're at minus 108. You could get them minus 105, minus 110 in that range across the industry here. They just beat the Sharks last week in overtime, 2-1 on a last-second goal from Dylan Holloway. There were 3 seconds left in overtime. It was pretty crazy. Since the Olympic break, this team's actually been really good. They were 14 points out of a playoff spot. They've gone 10-2-2 since. The biggest reason, goaltender Joel Hofer. He's been unbelievable. I think he's going to be in net tonight since Jordan Binnington was last game. But Hofer, 7-0-2 with a 1.29 goals against average, 959 save percentage. Since that Olympic break, he's flat out outperforming Binnington right now. And if the Blues want any chance at a wild card berth, they're going to have to go on a run here. These are the types of games they have to win, and they've been playing like it. I'm going to go and say that this is a trend, and I'm going to go with the Blues money line. How can you not love that 31-2 trend with fading the Sharks? I absolutely love it. And finally, let's go to the NBA. This one comes with a little bit of injury uncertainty with both Jaylen Brown and Derek White potentially out for Boston once again. But the trend is just too hard to ignore, which is why I'm going to roll with Boston plus 1.5 at the Hawks. And since January 1st, the Celtics 11-0 against the spread against teams coming off back-to-back ATS losses. Perfect 100% hit rate. I am a sucker for these. I absolutely love this play here, and that applies here against the Hawks. They're coming off 2 straight non-covers, including an outright loss to Boston on Friday. So the blueprint is there for Joe Mazzulla and his staff. Yes, those 2 guys, Jaylen Brown and Derek White, might be out once again, but we just saw this team go into Charlotte yesterday without them and win by 15. Without both of those guys. Peyton Pritchard stepped up. They have enough depth to make things happen. Jason Tatum, notably, dropped 32, 5, and 8, looked fully back in rhythm. Meanwhile, this is the Hawks' third game in 4 days. That's not ideal for them. Even if Boston is a little shorthanded, maybe one of those guys in Jaylen Brown and Derek White sits again, I do trust Coach Mazzulla, the system, and this spot, and getting plus 1.5. I'll take it. I'm going to say this is another trend to back in this spot. So that's going to do it for today's quick episode of Trend or Trap. If you want access to all of these systems across the NBA, NHL, MLB, and even the NCAA tournament, make sure you check out TrendsCenter. Use the code FINAL4, FINAL, and the number 4 for 50% off your first month. That's exclusive to listeners of this podcast. Again, FINAL4, FINAL, with the number 4 for 50% off your first month. Good luck with your bets tonight, and I will see you guys tomorrow in the next episode of Trend or Trap.